all good things must come to an end. This also holds true for this year's World Festival on the Beach. Once again, hosted by beautiful Mondello. And what a success it was! The full day at the beach yesterday had something for everyone. Later in the evening, the Albaria Club put together a concert night, attended by several acts and much enjoyed by many of the festival goers. Early Sunday morning, and there's a gathering of kayak athletes right in front of the beach. No sooner than the start is given, and they paddle beyond the sapphire waters of the Gulf. And another air show today. Some of the maneuvers seem even more dangerous than yesterday's. The sailors, on the other hand, were focused on preparing their equipment for today's events from early on. The Hobie Cat 16 boats are standing ready on the beach. Their sails already hoisted. Time to go into the water. There's racing to be done. Meanwhile, there's a bit of anxiety and anticipation before the start of the race as the sailors were gathered around the committee. The big techno boats painted a pretty packaged picture at the starting line. Most athletes were closer to the pin end. This one seemed more favorable today. And they tacked swiftly after the start, heading to the right side of the course near the shore. A Frenchman was the first to round the upwind mark, Baptiste Carissan, followed by Spain's Tony Benet. Some really tough battles for the boys as they headed downwind. For the women, on the other hand, Delphine Gerel from France rounded first. Let's return to the men. At the downwind mark, the Spaniard managed to overpass France's Carissan. But in another upset towards the end of the race, the French finishes first. The Hobie Cat class was next. A better start for the boats on the pin end, but they were all quite close to each other as they headed upwind. They soon tacked right, so they were closer to the upwind mark. Look how fast they go, some of them almost flying on one hull. There's some really tough hiking outside the boat for helmsman and crew, so that the boat might not capsize. Some of them can avoid this though, and they now needed to bring the boat upright before they could continue. But after a while, there was no wind anymore. Some of the sailors found the time to have some fun. Not so hard. They were in the water already, weren't they? The rest of the fleet heads to shore to wait for the breeze. Let's take a look at the RSX results. First place goes to Italy's Federico Esposito, who beat his compatriot Richard Belli Delisca. In third place behind Delisca, we find Julian Lopez Becker from Argentina. For the techno boats, it's Francis Baptiste Carissan, who wins the 2012 Sicily Grand Prix. Two Russian athletes, Evgeny Azan and Andriy Zaganov, were in second and third place respectively. To round off this wonderful past few days in Italy, there's a fabulous awards ceremony in store for the athletes right after today's races. But the big question is, are they now planning to return next year? Let's hear the impressions of some of the techno athletes on the events in Mondello.
I hope I can come back next year. I hope I get invited back.
It's a really good event. It's a nice atmosphere and it's quite a relax.
A lot of music.
And the weather's always nice.
The concert is the best of the event.
It's amazing. It's so good.
It's just alive.
Thanks for watching us. See you next year.